Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Tuesday, or as we call it, Talk Tuesday. I hope you all are doing well. Not going to be labor. I do have a hard stop at 2, so we're going to have to get into it, to get into it. Some of y'all were touching on some of the items I will be discussing. Yes, in a few seconds. So here we go. Disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. A little timeline cleanse. Meghan, we know this epic picture from her time on Suits. Yes, 2011. I also want to thank you to all that were giving me all the information on the Christmas cracker. So now I know. And it's funny, after the live ended yesterday, there's a UKer that I watch, and they were actually opening their crackers. And I was like, oh, I get it now. I see how it functions. And she had on a crown, paper crown, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Alrighty then. So thank you all again. But I wanted to show some, I did to go out and get the visuals for it. Alrighty. For anyone else that has questions on it. Just wanted to share a little bit of Harry. We got to show our Ginger Avenger Christmas see. And this one, although during the royal days, working royal days, I should say, I just love this. We have an Archie belly, and then we also have where she's signing calligraphy. We know how they love to have reported on that. So anyway, we have that. This Archewell Foundation was trending this morning when I went into the app formerly known as, and I paused because I was like, what has gone on? So as several of you have mentioned and had a little discussion going on before the live stream started, that it's amazing the tale of two reports on that one impact report. So how non-UK and how the UK reported, completely different view, lens, etc. I mean, usually here in the US, they're not even reporting on it. It's not something that people do. And Harry and Meghan are just, one of the regular old citizens here. So the Archewell Sussex Community Events tweeted out yesterday the release of the Archewell Foundation Impact Report for 2022, 2023. And just to read this quote, our work, especially this year, has been rooted in fostering community and remaining responsive to those in need amidst the evolving challenges we encounter in today's world. Okay, sorry about that. Just as I'm reading, the table starts shifting because Miss Bella wanted to scratch. Okay, so I do have the video with no music because they have music going during it, and it's very visual. It's very pretty, and squatties are losing their minds because of a Christmas card forthcoming. So hopefully, I'm just going to say hopefully, but someone took the different screenshots off of that and then translated it into a screenshot, and I just had to snag it. Loves to see when the squatties are busy and they're putting all that together. So let me show you the visual of the video. Here you go. And there you have it. I think it's just beautiful. The music that goes with it is nice, but I don't feel like getting tagged with a copyright. So, hopefully, if you're on the app formerly known as, you can get out there and see it with the music playing, or if another content creator in our hallway of positivity plays it, more power to them. But I wanted to share that. Um, I'm not sure why so many are like, as soon as it's released, hell, they know about it before even I, and I'm part of, because, I go to bed. I didn't go out there looking. Once I end the live stream, usually I'm not out there. I might be doing stuff, but, whew. And then to say, I saw the headline, oh, they're losing 11 million. You'll see that in trash time, but nevertheless, spare. Um, to the UK, hello, UK media, Rhoda, hello to that family. The Duke of Sussex memoir, Spare, was the best selling book in 2023 in the UK, according to Amazon. You have a problem with that? Go fight with Amazon, okay? All you crazies over there, yeah, on that island with that family. As much as you say people aren't buying it and they hate him in the UK, best selling book in 2023 in the UK. So I know the road are probably going mad. I don't care. They deserve it. Because y'all can't say that, can ya? All right. All right. As the subject says, was Harry and Meghan forced out? Yes. So I'm not all of squad usually can answer that right off the gate. Yes. That seems to be that narrative they're trying to spin. Oh, they weren't forced out. They keep saying they were forced out. They weren't forced out, which ties back to Harry's security case, which I'll be talking about that shortly. But I said, let me go out to the Sussex Royal website. Their statement that they released as of the announcement of January 8th, 2020. And just to highlight a few little things, just to even prove the point. So this one part where the preference of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex was to continue to represent and support Her Majesty the Queen, albeit in a more limited capacity, while not drawing on the sovereign grant. So all you crazies that like to run around and how they're getting money and blah blah blah. No, they weren't. Okay. And then Slicky Dick KC3, pulled even the funding that was agreed to, but nevertheless. So, because I like to reiterate this, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will retain their HRH prefix, thereby formally remaining known as His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex and Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. And as you see, as agreed and set out in January, so that Sandringham summit, yeah, there was a lot that was agreed upon. Now, being that they want to renege on it, okay. As the grandson of Her Majesty and second son of the Prince of Wales, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, remains sixth in line because he was at the point that the Queen was still alive. He's now fifth. Okay. And in the line of succession, get over your darn selves. But anyway, nevertheless, here it says it is agreed that the Duke and Duchess will no longer be able to formally carry out official duties for the Queen or represent the Commonwealth, but they will, however, be allowed to maintain their patronages, including those that are classified as, quote, royal patronages. So you already know, yeah, because they were trying to get their grubby paws on the work that Meghan had done, and yeah, that wasn't happening, as well as Harry and especially Invictus, but okay. It is agreed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will continue to require effective security to protect them and their son, as Archie was the only one born at the time that this was written. Okay, this is based on the Duke's public profile by virtue of being born into the royal family, his military service, the Duchess's own independent profile, and the shared threat and risk level documented specifically over the last few years. F with us if you want to. That paragraph right there, because, this was all agreed to with the Queen at the time. Too bad Queenie's not still alive. Just for the standpoint of this, because they would have to have backed down. Charles would have never put them out of that house, which was a secured home with royal protection. Okay. But since they like nonsense, they seem to like to protect Andrew. Anyway, let me keep on pushing. I should have went into trash time because you see I'm already. All right. In relation to the military, the Duke of Sussex will retain the rank of major and honorary ranks of lieutenant commander and squadron leader. Yet those petty SOBs wouldn't even lay a wreath for him. Okay. Because, see, he still retained all that. Woosah, woosah. Or Harry, were they pushed out? Yes, they were. Yes, they were. You want them to be poor? Suck it up, buttercups, because that's not happening. Okay. I had to highlight this one little part because it says, as founder of the Invictus game, the Duke will proudly continue supporting the military community around the world through the Invictus Games Foundation and the Endeavor Fund. Do I need to repeat that again for those in the back that are real slow? As founder of the Invictus Games. Not, okay. Whew. All right, let me go on to the next because I highlighted certain. So there's this whole thing to do with the trademarks and using royal and this and that and blah, 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 blah. So, Lord, there was much to do about their trademarks and, all they've removed them and they're doing this and they're not applying and because for good reason. Okay. For the above reason, and they go through, with regard to what is happening. Y'all can go out to Sussex Royal. The site is still up. It's there for all the clicks that you want to read as much as you need to. Because right at the top of the site, it shows, announcement or their statement as of January 8th. And you can read all through this. So, for the above reason, the trademark applications that had been filed as protective measures and that reflected the same standard trademarking request as done for the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been removed. Okay. So, same standards, but, oh no, you can't do that. As if they trademarked the word royal, so then all the other royal families would be like, what the are you talking about? But anyway, nevertheless. And then it just concludes with, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex eagerly await the opportunity to share more with you and greatly appreciate your support. They told you then they were going to talk. Mm, mm. Some of y'all listened, some of y'all did not. Okay. All righty then. Let me get into pre-trash time, and then I'll jump to the comments really quickly. What time is it? Okay, so I'm doing okay on the timing. Let me come over here. Baby Deranger is at it again. So, how dare Harry and Meghan force millions of people in the UK to become traders, purchase Spare, and make it the best-selling book of 2023? They must have paid them to buy his book, be disrespectful, and betray our real royals. We can't take this anymore. His Majesty the King must remove their all titles. So, kudos to Baby Deranger. Yeah, we already know. Woo, over 100 comments. Lord of mercy, y'all going in. Let me see something. Okay, I'm just scrolling. Oh, it's greetings. It's more just greetings. Greetings, greetings. So, Greetings, greetings, greetings. Francella, is that how you say it? Spare #1 in the UK, but nobody was buying it per the rota. Exactly. See, they Connie Balmer, you're never late. Okay, but Francella, they seem to get their own books confused with Spare or even, the Bench. Yeah. The rota is confused. We all know, being, I guess, royal clowns does that to one. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. Mrs. VS. The shade, and I'm here for it. Me? What are you talking about? Ooh. Mm. Woo! There you go. Where did I click on it? I saw Church and Ellie, and she said something so sweet. Now I have to get back up to it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. IMPACT. That's the Sussexes. Now, for those that are in the back row and may not understand, you'll just have to. Let me stop. Let me see. I love seeing the Sussexes and Archewell video. Yeah, it would have greater. It's beautiful to see even without the music, and I was so glad Sussex community events did give us a version without the music. So someone had already done the work, because when I listened to it, I was like, darn it. I said, let me just play it without it because it is worth seeing. So Joyce is saying the report shows you what Harry and Meghan have been working on all year, not just have a photo op for Christmas. Ooh. Y'all are on it. Oh, child. Gwen, we can't even, that card, just gonna move on. Cat, how are you, Cat? Let me see. Okay, so I have several messages I had to mark to try to keep them in the stream while before it goes. I went live, so let me see what I have here. I have one from Hattie. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's almost 2 years. Oh wow, 21 months of membership. Thank you. And look at Kat. How are you? Good to see you. Member for 19 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, some are showing that it is a nice, little hangout area. I try to do as much as I can for them and share what I can find and little tidbits. And we have a little banter back there. hmm What happens in channel membership? Okay. Whoa, it's like Harry's pictures in Vegas. Yeah, sure. And how are you? Oh, you're fine. Grace said, no, they were not forced. They were bullied, chased, pushed. Well, okay. Isn't that all the same? Isn't that all the same, Grace? I mean, I guess it's all in how one takes the word forced. But yeah, if you're bullied, chased, that's forcing. I mean, pushed. Y'all are on one today. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me see. Mamo, how are you? This is how God works between Duchess and her husband, the Duke. Really great things are coming. Thank you for the report. Our Sussexes. Yes, which if you go out to actually, you know what? Let me do this because I had dropped the link. It's in the description. So to the PDF, the link is there. What I'm going to do is open it in another window and then drop it into the chat so that if you want to open and read through all the lovely pages of all the lovely pages of the impact report, you can do that. It is a PDF. Smart folks, because that way it keeps the unsavory ones from trying to change numbers and such. So anyway, all right, that's that's pre trash time. Hey, life's magical journey. How are you? Hello to everybody. I know I'm missing a lot of names and people. I just charge the eyes, not the heart. I'm kind of scrolling quickly. All right, it's giving myself 30 minutes. Woo wee. All right. Gwendolyn says those unroyal vipers are absolutely disgusting and senseless. They are. God love the God love the crazies. What would we do without them? Okay, so being that all hearts and minds seem to already be in trash time, let's get there. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So Derangers don't want to say they're fans. And when I say derangers, I'm talking even those content creators out there with all their disgusting hate that they push. You have to be a fan to know more than people who are in the squad and have it out immediately. Have it out immediately. So I saw this just doing a search. I think it was Megan's name I did the search on. I did do it on Harry. The same little clip is showing. Talk TV. Yeah. And just saying donations to Harry and Meghan's, Archewell have dropped. I think they had 11 million listed there, which I'm like, oh, y'all sitting there with the calculators, like, oh, this is what they got last year. This is what, their donations are cyclical. It's not that you're going to have this steady increase. Talk about the donations to, what is the one for them? The Royal Foundation. Yeah, talk about that one. Because even with his billions of dollars and all of his buds, all of his buds, are they bringing in, I'll say, 44 million pounds a year? I doubt. Harry's case, okay. I put it here in trash time because some people were losing their minds. We know that the UK media, aka the Royal PR, was doing victory laps and et cetera, et cetera. AP had put out, judge rules against Harry in early stage. Those are the key words right there, in early stage of his libel case, which he was trying to have a defense dropped. The DM's defense judge said no, but it works out for Harry. He's playing the long game because now you dumb fools are going to have to produce evidence, hardcore evidence in court. So thank you. And what he gets back will be double, triple, quadruple what he had to pay in legal fees for this little bit. So everything's set up, and because I know some people were losing their minds, why is he having to pay? Could be a UK thing. I don't know their laws. I don't know how things are set up, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's the long game. It's at the end of the overall case that matters, which I still think Harry's going to be victorious. So I just wanted to kind of put that there. Now, I also have this in trash time, but it ties into the title. Was Harry and Meghan forced out, not just by their statement, but by KC3 evicting them from Frogmore. Now, I'll use the word eviction, although eviction is a much more harsher word, and that's probably why they used it. They had packed up their stuff when they were there for the Jubilee. Let's not even, because we saw those pictures. Okay, so, take back the empty home, which I thought one of the cousins and spouse were living there, but I guess not. Don't know. Although now they're trying to say it was Anne's idea, but whatever. This was, earlier in the year. And then Madame Trousseau, yes, who, there was no pushback on this when they moved. Do you remember when they moved them away from the royal family? That was our visual there. Okay. Y'all are over there. Y'all are others. We are the royal family. I mean, I believe they have since moved Harry and Meghan back. They claim it was for some bogus bullcrap, but Squad was like, yeah, no, we're not buying any reason for moving them from there except for the visual you wanted to give. And since you've given it, don't try to play like they weren't forced out. That's my word. Since you want to use eviction, I'm using force now. Middle fingers up. Okay. I saw this today, right before I went live. As you can see, it's from 12/12. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle could lose millions if royal titles are stripped. I don't know who wrote it. Didn't read any more to it. I just chuckled because I'm like, no, it's just the opposite. They will make much more. Go ahead, take those effing titles. Stripping him as prince never happening from what all that I've read. Yeah, but if you want to try that too, Chucky Chuck, because you'll go down in history, all right. You've stomped all over your mother's legacy, all over it. Not Harry, you. Hmm, hmm. I mean, you never wanted a second son, which was kind of odd, but I guess you already had one that, nobody knew about. Wink, wink. Maybe that's why you were upset. Although your sperm determined the gender that Harry became. So, again, maybe you need to go back to biology class instead of worrying about the pigment of a child. Okay, let me move on. Because since cosplay wants to cosplay, we saw the writing on the wall with this crazy heifer. Okay. And I'm sure I'm insulting some people, but life is grand, isn't it? Going back to Archie's christening, we do remember C-Mac, thank you, because I saw this out there. I was like, woo! I have to share this because I want this part of this where they forced out. I mean, so let me take the banner down for just a moment so you can see what is circled. So this is from Archie's christening, the official picture. And in it, it showed that Kate wore the Collingwood pearl earrings, which Princess Diana wore to Prince Harry's christening back in 1984. So this crazy, I'll let you fill in the blank. um, Not only with her wearing the color she wore to their wedding, but here comes Archie, and just under a year, she decides it's well, because I think his christening was what, June, July, somewhere in there. That she would wear the earrings to that Diana wore for Prince Harry's christening to Archie's. Wouldn't you think that if you were a caring, loving, thoughtful woman and not some mean-spirited racist biatch, that you would have offered those earrings to your sister-in-law to say, here, this is so sentimental, how cute. Diana, wore these to Harry's christening, so why don't you wear these? But no, you're a vindictive little one. But oh, the karma that the lady in black's gonna give you. And you deserve each and every moment that you get. Okay, I'm putting the banner back up. All right, so we have that. Now, while they're worried about how much Archewell Foundation received in donations, this is what the UK media and Rhoda need to pay attention to. Royal family spark fury for spending £2 million of taxpayers' cash on private jets in a year. It's private jets as well as the helicopter rides. And I did see something where the two in the picture use the helicopter as a taxi to go between their different residences. I wonder if some of her kids who are not royals are in those flights as well. Now, also, I think it was, I'm not sure. There was a squatty that I saw this on and I had to snag it. All credit given to the squatty that created it. Say no to racism, abolish the monarchy. I call this the squad's Christmas wish. Okay. Because you keep messing with our faves, but the squad's Christmas list. Yes, the lady in black's gonna get y'all. Yes, she is. All right. So they can stop trying to make it seem like, oh, they just decided to up and leave. No, from the moment y'all knew that they were dating straight out of Compton, exotic DNA. Um, I think I deleted it out of here, but Danny Baker with that disgusting racist tweet he made on Archie when he was coming home, when it was announced. So, forced out, yes, they were. And as let me try to find the comment. Let me go back up and see if I can find the comment on being bullied and pushed and all of that stuff. Now, let's see if I remember who said it. Sussex Love, how are you? Let me get up here. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it. Wow, y'all have been chatting it up. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, here it is. Grace. They were bullied, chased, and pushed. So if you don't like the word forced, to the Rhoda and the crazy derangers that might be listening, they were bullied, chased, and pushed out. So that's why they left the UK. Not for privacy, because when their location was leaked to the media, they would have had every reason to stand up and scream for privacy, but no. There's a certain amount of privacy that every human being deserves and should have. Same for Harry and Meghan. I mean, sometimes I wonder if y'all want to go through their dirty clothes laundry basket just to sniff and smell. That's how y'all act, like, you know, feral, just crazy backwoodsies folks. I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm feeling bad words coming up. Let me see. Let me just grab a spot. You know how I do. I'm going to grab a spot, come down, work my way. I got about 20 minutes. Okay, so is it Francilia? How do you say that? I butcher names. I do apologize. Let me see. They won't take the titles. It opens the door to remove lots of titles of others. Oof. So that's their only protection, protecting the others, the quiet ones. Because if it was the other way around, okay, let me stop. Tier. The titles are like albatross around their necks. They don't like titles because they are doing well all by themselves. Thank you. So if you want the styling, the Duke and Duchess, mind you, they did say, "Hey, or take it." They offered it up. Oh no, because of course, Space wants his thing that he can whip people with. He must be into that too. In addition to Pagan, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, Vera, yes, they removed them and put Harry in the family and put Meghan to Hollywood, like trying to separate a husband and wife. Yeah, no. Which we know that won't happen. That will not happen. I mean, I think many of us would love to see her do a cameo on the Suits reboot, but that's up to her. You know, she deserves to be on the show, if nothing else. I mean, goodness. Churchillly, that bee wore white at Harry and Meghan's wedding. She needs a quadruple. Oh yeah, bitch slaps. Lottie, please, dear God, let Charles take them damn titles. Exact. Like the fact that they say that they'll lose money. I'm like, lose money? How? What they receive for their projects and what is donated into the foundation, which most times, I mean, it is the Daily Mail and all of them who seem to fund a lot of the charity work with the stupid lawsuits that have to be filed and then they win successfully. Yeah, just saying. Uh, Let me see. Gwendolyn Churchill, absolutely. The fool wanted what Meghan was getting, Will. And we know which emoji is Space's favorite, don't we? That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on. C-Mac, yes, take the home that the tenants paid rent on and let the grift keep grifting on the UK taxpayers. Exactly. Exactly. What they do, pay up for like several years or whatever. I don't see the royal family. We were like, write them a check, give it back. But no, they that was a that was a big old fu to his family. Here, you're complaining and whining in the media about, this house. Whew, stroke the check. There you go. I hope they threw it across the table. Anyway, Lonnie, Kate is a crazy bee. Can't wait for her to get her day. Yeah, it's coming too. Martine, Kate knows damn well Megan should have worn those earrings. Yes. Yes, yes. Hey, Marvel, how are you? Joyce, there is so much more we don't know and may never know about Kate's behavior towards Megan. Yes. Ooh, well, we might know should there ever be an announcement on the breakup, because I believe the media, he'll serve her up on a platinum platter. He won't care. Let me see. Sonia is saying Kate also put George in Harry's outfit. Thank you. On the first day of school. Also, she had what would have probably been the timing of Archie if they had still been in the UK. But you remember she put the last one in the outfit that Harry wore on the balcony for the first time. Yeah. hmm CRAZY, all in caps, all together, with 5 million exclamation points behind it. Okay. So, Lady T is saying, Raggedy, beep. Those earrings would have looked better on Princess Meghan anyway. Yeah. It is amazing. Let me see. When he says, Kate Karma all ready to hit back at her. Rose Bush, can we talk? Just saying. Yes, yes. Ruth, how are you? They were forced out. The security was removed before the 1 year evaluation period to rethink decision was over. Yep. Forced out. The royal family, that family, um, sans Queen, made that decision. And when I say that, that is Chucky Chuck, but I believe space runs the ish over there. Okay, that's why it's in the the state that it's in. Chaos, complete and utter chaos. If he had kept the zipper up, then he wouldn't be in chaos. Okay. One busy mama, how are you? I hope you are well. Wow, this picture, lol. Cookies and cream, Sir Pegalot and Miss Pressel Stick McMumbles need to be dragged all over social media platforms with receipts of them cosplaying the Sussexes. Not only is their behavior absurd, it's also psychotic. It is. But, he allows headlines to be out how ruthless he's going to be. You can't touch Harry. And we know if you try to touch Meghan, Chad, please. Okay. Talk about the Ginger Avenger. Whew. Mina, I'm just waiting for the day when the monarchy is no more because nobody is checking for the petty family. Well, hence their issue. Ruth, what is the Royal Foundation spending money on? Willie's vanity project. Well, they need to have wrote a check back to the city of Boston for that security that they provided to him, and he left what $171,000 bill, something like that. When the H&M were forced out, first their security, then their home taken away, forced to pay back the gift from the Queen. And we can add in there, first their security, then their location was leaked, then they took the home, and then yes, of course, that was a gift from the Queen. I guess they really would love to take the Duke and the Duchess, which is also a wedding gift that the Queen gives. KC3 better hope he's alive to see his eldest grand marry. Well, he probably already has since they came from, never mind, the con. Okay, I said it. Allegedly. Mamo. Yes, Ruth, they were forced out, but now they don't believe what they see with their eyes. Harry and Meghan are blessed. Yes. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on them. Yes, the blessings are raining down. Okay. hmm Hey, Olive, how are you? And apologies, y'all, for me singing. Couldn't help myself. um. Well, Churchinelli, he tried to get rid of them, but they wouldn't take him. They wouldn't take him. So just like they wouldn't do the half in, half out. Oh no, uh, you're all the way out, and then they realize, dummy dumb. See, that's why I said space is nothing but chaos and not a working brain up there. Since he likes to cosplay homeless people, his brother. I don't know what the valet has done clothing wise. It may have been doing other things because his skin seems to be clearing up. Not that he had a major issue, but I won't say the teeth have whitened. Nevertheless, let me get myself together. Okay. Mia, is that so, Lottie? These people are just evil. Kate will never be Meghan. True. Not unless she, comes out and says that she's biracial too. I was waiting for that to happen so that I could hear it now. Imagine this in a posh English voice. How could I be racist when I am also biracial? Suckers. I really believe that she would have come out to say that, but imagine that. Vera Megan was working with Snake and Scorpion without knowing it. Can you imagine that families? Yeah, very bad. And sadly, when she needed them the most, I mean, they just can't say they were accepting and caring and all that other stuff for one day, wedding day. Wedding day. That's because the entire world's media was in town and reporting, and they behaved themselves that one day. Okay, that's my opinion. Tia Megan has her own style in dressing. Archie doubt she would have dressed him like Harry in the 80s. Kate copies everyone because she has no originality. True. But it would have been cute to see and just, throw back to Diana. But I agree with you there. Let me see. Gwendolyn, these Indians, F Day, FO. Thank goodness Harry and Meghan left the viper's nest. Exactly. Diane, I see we think alike. Now I'm reading the comment. Y'all take from it whatever. Billy's skin is clearing because he's dropping shower soap on a regular. Now that the new valet moved in, Jesus. Okay. Teresa, yes. I'm going to say, well, I guess you could be T-Mac, huh? Titles doesn't maketh a man, character does. There you go. We need to have t-shirts. Maybe I'll put that on a t-shirt. Titles doesn't maketh a man, character does. And have Harry's face. Whew, that's a good idea. Let me see. Kids, hey Carol, how are you? They realize H&M can save their sorry peaches. I'll say it like you have it. But the green eye monster, is that it? Keep them asking for help. Ciao. Their time for asking for help was long before they even said to Meghan to be 50% of herself. Wanted her to be 50% of herself. You're crazy. You are absolutely crazy. Let me see. Ruth, Katie has already claimed that her great great aunt helped to abolish British slavery, child. Abolish British slavery, but then women were still, suffrage was still in place. So, yeah, she really did a great job there. Okay, let me keep on going. Boney. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you see how Lottie, tell us how you really feel. Kate has no self-esteem. Beep. Boney. Harry and Meghan could have not used the title and socket to them. They were mad when Meghan used only Meghan in the podcast. Yes, child. They get upset, the Rangers I'm talking, when they are announced as, you know, his, what is it? Their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. That is the proper announcement when they are in a formal setting. Hello, crazy crazes out there. I'm sure I'll get plenty of comments. I wonder how many will let me know. I don't want to. I'm not going to subscribe to your channel. Yes. So, in that regard, please remember to hit the thumbs up. If this is your first time here, second time, third time, be sure you hit the subscribe button. You have to hit the subscribe button in order to drop a comment. I might start getting like some of the others and just make sure that. I was on somebody's channel and I was like, dang, she had it set on her new channel and it wasn't within the Sussex um, YouTube haul, but she had it set where you had to be a subscriber for a year before you could comment. She was making sure that any crazies were shut all the way down. Can you imagine waiting a whole year before you could say? I'm like, ooh, that gives me an idea. C-Mac, don't suggest anything. She already tried to be Karen Tubb. Lord. C-Mac, tell him how that went over there on the app formerly known as. That was hilarious. Well, one of the Rhoda tried to give her credit, like Meghan should share credit. Was it for SmartWorks? I can't remember. I think it was SmartWorks. And we just, yeah. Squad wasn't trying to hear it, have it, and we just let it be known. And she was dragged for filth because of her own media. Mrs. S, to you too. All right. What time? All right. I got 9 minutes. So let me see. Rafaela, a force to copy, you're losing your identity. Yeah. Child. All anybody needs to do is say that movie, Single White Female, and she is the leading role. Woo! She's the one that is trying to be, even changing hair and clothes, and yeah, it's just freaky. She needs to get freaky with him, and then maybe he. Never mind. I'm gonna move on. Okay. C-Mac, they didn't behave at the wedding. White dress, rolling eyes, snickering at the sermon. They acted a damn fool. Yeah, because they really didn't seem to be ones that were used to attending church on a regular basis. Have your kid christened and then you never see them again. My opinion. Okay. But of course, would they have acted the same way with the Archbishop of Canterbury? I think that's what the title is. Probably not. But to see this black man giving the weddings, word, I'll put it that way. They couldn't handle it. And he called them on a lot of stuff too. So that also gave them like, Sherry. Harriet Tubman was gloriously dragged on the app formerly known as Twitter. Yes. And every so often that hashtag will come back now. That media starts their little stuff here and there, and it comes right on back. Don't play with the squad or our faves. All we keep saying is leave Harry and Meghan alone. Now, hopefully, for those that aren't in squad as heavy as like myself and many of you in the chat, they realize, yes, Harry and Meghan were forced out. So whatever brouhaha, BS, tabloid headlines you see, even from some of the U.S. publications, you got to be mindful of that. Where is their sources coming from? They were forced out. All right. I am going to give you back a few minutes. I'm going to play my outro music. Let me read this one. Wendy says the firm has Kate dress up like the Queen, Princess Diana, and Meghan, all successful women hoping some of their magic rub off on Kate. Still waiting for results, 12 years in counting, child. They knew that within the 10 years because from what we've read, QE2 was not pleased with her lazy ass. Okay. Let me see. Gwendolyn Beatrice and her big eyes got on my. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. On that note, I love y'all. I really do. Y'all are hilarious today. Mm, 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 mm. Me and Gwendolyn, not only her big eyes, also her big teeth. Yes, let me play this outro music. Y'all trying to start, and I'm trying to get out of here. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Please, or if it's Wednesday, wherever you might be, or when you're listening to this on replay, please continue to share the word about the channel. Please, help me reach the next goal, but we're going to celebrate when I hit that goal. And I will see you all again Thursday for Twisted Trash Thursday, or as Church Normally likes to call it, bitch slapping time. Yes. Okay. So everyone stay safe, be safe, wear your mask when in large settings. And that's all I have to say. Joy to the world.